Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss the way with which we can achieve our dream band score in writing. Generally, I've noticed a lot of students who are even very good in the grammar part, in the vocab part, they are also stuck at 6 or 6.5. They are not able to get or achieve 7, 7.5 or 8 band score because there is a set format, there is a process that need to be followed to write a good, well organized essay, to write what they're expecting from you. So today we are going to discuss all those essay steps in details. Okay, so let's move ahead. What are those 4 steps? First is known as planning your essay. This is most important part and 90% of people miss this thing. This is the only way to write a well organized essay and to write on the topic, not to go off topic. Second, writing an answer, writing an essay, but using correct structure. This is the lagging part. Style your essay. By styling, we are going to discuss detail. It's the way you write, the vocab you use, the connectors you use, and all those things. And the last and very important part that should not be missed at all is proofreading. Reading after once you are done with your writing, because how good you are in writing part, how good your vocab, grammar is, when you think and write, while sentence formation, there will be certain errors, either in the article or tense or the sentence formation. So proofreading play a very important role when you are writing any essay. Not even essay, when you're writing even the task one also, but today we focus on the essay writing part. Let's take one by one. First thing is planning your essay. Now what we mean by planning of essay? Okay, once the question is given, before planning also one thing you have to do is read your essay and identify the topic. So this is the prerequisite for planning your essay. So what you have to do, read your essay and figure out what topic exactly they want. Okay, so you have to determine the ideas on the topic. So before this you have to follow this thing. Okay, usually it will be any one type, as we have already discussed in our previous slide, different types of essays. So any one type will be given to you. Depending on the topic, decide what is your opinion, have a clear position, then think of an example. So let's do a planning part. Let's take an example and will illustrate what I meant. Say this is the question. First thing, once you get the question, read it twice to understand what they're asking so that you don't miss the main idea of it. Now what is the question over here? The percentage of overweight children in underlying Western children in Western society has increased by almost 20% in last 10 years. All these 4 are your subtopics. So what is the main topic over here is overweight. And what are the subtopics? There are 4 subtopics. Western society. They are talking about children in this. Increase with 20% and in last 10 years. Now here only your 10% task is done once you have identified what you have to write. Because a lot of students I have noticed, they write very good, well structured essay, but they have not covered the main topic they're asking for. Say in this, you have written about overweight and you have written as a general in all across the globe. That will not be the correct answer. If you have written across about Western society, but you have discussed in a general, not particularly about small children or children, that will not be the correct topic. If you have not talked that in last 10 years why this change is there, that will also not be the correct thing. So first thing is identifying the main topics and the subtopics. Then comes your planning part. So in the previous slide I have mentioned all the essay question have 2 parts. One is the question and one is the type of essay. So what type of essay it is? They're asking you to write cause and effect. So now comes your planning part. How we are going to plan is, we have to write 2 body paragraphs, right? So we'll plan in what to write in both the body paragraphs. So first we write about the causes. You cannot mix two different ideas in the same paragraph. So you cannot write like cause and effect, one cause and one effect in this and one cause and one effect in this. No. In one it will be about the causes, in another it will be about the effects. Okay. So always before you start writing, these all things need to be done. So let's plan. What can be the causes? Now, when you are thinking of the causes, focus on all these four subpoints. So, what can be the causes? Maybe since we are talking about the children, so we can say both the parents are working, so they don't have enough time. So, children are using the processed food, eating a lot of processed food. Okay, that we can say, or we can say, second point can be when we are talking about the overall children in Western society. So in Western society, and focus on this last 10 years also. So in last 10 years, the junk food outlet has like grown tremendously. Different outlets, Burger King, KFC, or McD, all these types. So because of growth of this and because of competition, they are providing very reasonable rate. They are providing very lucrative offers. So lucrative offers, like if you notice, McD provide for children, they have a special offer, they provide toys and all those things. So lucrative offers for the children is offered because of competition in the last. Why we are taking this topic? Because this is about last 10 years. Okay, even one more point can be in last 10 years there is a huge growth in the internet. So now students are completely stuck on the screen. So screen time has increased. Okay, so they are not more into playing a physical game, rather they play a video game. So these are the three topics, these are the 3 points, causes we have thought of. Okay, now comes the effect. So what will be the effect? We have to again and again I'm pointing on these parameters. We have to talk about the children. So first thing, because of obesity, for sure a lot of critical illness can develop. Okay, now like diabetes or even a lot of problem develop because of this. Second, we can say that they are less productive because when a person is obese, definitely they are going to feel very lazy, they are not going to be productive enough, so productivity will lack. Now once this will take hardly your 5 to 7 minutes, but once you are done with this part and then you start writing your essay, your half battle is won. Nowhere you are going to go off topic. You are very clear in your mind, okay, I have to write these things. Now once you start writing your essay, you know what to write, so you can focus the way to write, right? So then you can focus on the vocab part, on the grammar part, on the sentence structure part. And one more thing, why I emphasize a lot on the planning part, because when you plan, when you say if you not plan, you start writing, a lot of ideas will be there in your mind and you will get thoroughly confused with which idea to use, which idea. But if you have something in front of you, okay, I have to focus on only these ideas, you're sorted. You just write these ideas, you explain that, you give example, done. Very well organized on the topic essay. So planning is very important. Okay, now second thing is writing an answer using the correct structure. Okay, so just if you write essay, a random 4 paragraph essay, no, that will not work. You have to follow a particular structure for that. For any essay, it should have an introduction. It should have minimum 2, maximum 3 body paragraph, and it should have a conclusion. These are the mandatory things for any essay writing. What need to be written in these things is also defined. So everything is predefined. You have to be aware of that thing and you have to follow that thing. Now if we talk about the introduction, there will be 3 statements in that. First thing, you have to paraphrase the question. Now what does it mean paraphrasing the question? This is the question. The percentage of overall children in Western society has increased by almost 20% in the last 10 years. This sentence you have to paraphrase. Okay, what we mean by paraphrase? I'm not going very detailed into this. definitely for each type of essay I'm going to go in detail in different videos. So again, I'm saying subscribe so that you can go, you will get notification whenever I'm going to post those different videos, and those are going to be very informative. So first thing is you have to paraphrase. Paraphrase means you are rephrasing whatever is said in the question. Secondly, you have to give a thesis statement. Thesis statement is nothing, just the opinion of yours, whether you agree or disagree, but this you have to give only for opinion based questions, not for non-opinion based. Then you have to write an outline statement. Outline means what you are going to write further in this essay. Introduction is set to the mirror of your complete essay. So it should contain everything. What is meant by the question, what side you are going to take, what you are going to discuss further. Just by reading introduction, examiner get an idea whether you've understood the question well, what side you believe in, what they can expect for the further explanations. So be very sure that what you're writing. In this, I'm going to make a separate video for introduction writing. In that, I'm going to discuss in detail how to focus on these three parameters. Then comes your body paragraph. Definitely in body paragraph, you write your points, you give the reasons, you support them with the help of examples. Right? Minimum 2 and maximum 3 body paragraphs are allowed in your IELTS. Conclusion. Now, this is the major part where 90% students go wrong. In conclusion, I have seen a lot of students started giving different ideas which they have not even mentioned anywhere in the essay. No, don't do that. What do you mean by this word conclusion? Conclusion means what you have explained above, you have to sum it up. When you're summing something, say if a meeting is going on at last in 2 lines, you have to sum up. You are not going to add any different things. You will discuss only what you discuss in the meetings. In the similar way, in the conclusion, you have to write whatever you have written in the body paragraph, just a gist of it, a summary of it. But a lot of students start writing 7 to 8 sentences for the conclusion. No, why? This is not your explanation part. For that, you have body paragraphs to write. In conclusion, just sum up whatever you have written, whatever final thoughts is there, and it should not differ from those in the introduction. Say you have written an agree disagree essay. I have noticed this also, that's why I'm taking. The student said, I completely agree with this statement. I believe that computer is boon for students and all those things. But in the conclusion is saying that computer has positive also, negative also, these things and that thing. No. If in the introduction you said it has positive, in the conclusion also it has to be positive things. It should not go away from the main idea. Understood what I meant? So this is how a conclusion need to be written. Now once this written part is done, styling your essay is also the part of writing, but this need a separate thing to take care. So here you need to use various words. Now a lot of students have this idea that they have to use very complex vocab, they have to use idioms and all those things. No, I mean, okay, vocab means not using the same thing again and again, not using the same vocab again and again. Okay, I'm not saying write in an informal style that the way you communicate with a person. No, write a formal language, but you don't need to just memorize some 10, 11 fancy vocab and write it down. Examiner are very Like, examiner can easily identify whether this is the way of your writing or you have just memorized something and you have put it over here. Okay, don't waste your time in just recalling, oh, that vocab, what was that vocab, and all those things. That is going to completely ruin your essay. If you can put good vocab, good enough. But if not, if you use a good formal vocab, that is also good. But what they need from you is a range of vocab. Don't forget to write at least 250. I will not say this thing. I will ask write at least 260 to 280. The reason being, once you have written your essay, you are done with it. You have to like say you have done some mistake, they will strike it off and then at last they do the counting. So to be on the safer side, write 20-30 more words. Okay. Yes, next very underrated thing is proofreading. A person think, okay, I've planned, I've written, done, I get a good score. No, when you're writing, you're thinking a lot, you're correcting it out and all those things. There will be certain error. Okay, so always proofread your essay to find spelling mistakes, sentence correction, or maybe article, punctuations, prepositions, basic mistake which a person can do. Apart from this, also I've seen some things which have affected student score. First thing is fluency. Your handwriting has to be legible. I'm not saying write very good handwriting, no, but at least the examiner should understand what you have written. If he cannot understand, if he cannot read, definitely you're not going to get a good score. Copies answer. Now, a lot of information is present on the web. These are the 7 common topics. Memorize this thing. A lot of students memorize, and a lot of I think videos are also there that follow this particular sentence. Write it down. You will get the score. Never do that memorize part. It's going to give you low score. Okay. Limited answer. If you have like you have to answer both the things. Let's take this example to explain what I mean by limited answer. See, this is the question. They're asking the causes and the effects. If you just discuss the causes in whole essay and done, no, it's half done. You have to write both the things, causes and effect. So again, planning definitely comes in the picture. Read the question, understand the question, identify the main topic and the subtopics, and then write your essay on that. So these are some of the common mistakes that are done by the student. I hope this video is useful for you. My other videos are going to be on how to write an introduction, how to write different types of essays. So please follow it and subscribe to my channel. Any doubt, you can put it in the comment. I'll reply back.